Hey there. I just want to do some advanced reporting on ERPAnalytics or Google Analytics for JD Edwards. So I thought this is going to be the first in a series of videos, but this particular video is going to show you some basic navigation around ERPAnalytics and the sorts of information that you're able to see from the front screens. So if we go to the home page of ERPAnalytics, as a client, you'll see a single Your Information, and you'll be able to choose from two views, which is the JD Application Analysis view. If we scroll down, and the other view that you can choose from is the All Website Data. We suggest that you use the JD Application Analysis view, as we've been able to create some custom dimensions which improve the reporting over the top of that data. But when you look at these front screens, you can see that you have a series of dashboards which gives you information on JD Edwards usability, and we can scroll through each of these items on the front page, and we see firstly that we've got 883 unique users. These are calculated by using cookies in the browser, and this is what Google Analytics picks up, and it thinks that there's 883 individual users that have accessed this website in the last 7 days. Of course, all of these applets have the control to say, well, let's look at the last 28 days, and we've seen that 1.4 thousand unique users have logged in over that period of time. Now, this is quite handy when you start to look at licensing and how many seats you need for your site, but we can show you some more advanced techniques in determining that down the track. So if we go back to the last 7 days, we can say of these 883 users that have logged in for the last 7 days, week on week, that's up 3.3%, and that's 7,200 JDE logins have been processed in that week, so about 1,000 a day for that 883 users. The bounce rate's not really significant for JD Edwards because we don't really care about that. And then the session duration for us, they're logging in for about 24 minutes, which is pretty average. But week on week, if we compare the previous week, that's up 8%. So we would have said that that might have been 22 minutes the previous week. We can see how many users are logged in right now, and we can drill down to any of these reports. So if I want to look at the real-time overview, I can see 25 people are logged in, predominantly from Melbourne, and we can see the pages that they're accessing. If I want to look at the content of those pages, I can scroll over to the left here, and I can see the types of operations that they're doing in JD Edwards, and quite a few people are on the base login page, and then it continues down there. We get to see how many page views per minute and how many page views per second all these users are doing, and what sort of device they're coming in on. But let's go back to the home screen to continue our navigations. Interestingly, we can see that there's been an anomaly spike on accesses to a particular page. What we can also see here is generally we've got direct connections to the website, not referral-based connections. So we've got a couple of small shortcuts, but then direct connections, and that's what we expect for JD Edwards. Everyone's coming in from Australia, the full 7,200 sessions, but it's really handy to be able to slice and dice that information too. And then what we've got here is a pattern for usage in terms of the times of day for the last 30 days. Now, this is really handy for trying to find a window for maintenance. And if we look at this client who has 450 users logged in at 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. or 261 users, when do we perform maintenance for them? Well, Sunday morning, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., nobody's on the system, and Saturday from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., nobody's on the system. So that'd be a perfect time to perform maintenance for those users. Again, we can see some nice summaries of the types of interactions that that people do on this website as we scroll down the front page. Of course, then we can drill down into any of the other sections available to us, and I'll do those in subsequent videos. So I might just let that one go for now, but that's the first introduction to working at the types of information that you can get from ERPAnalytics as supported by Google Analytics.